To explain the effect of concentration on the rate of reaction, we need to study the law of mass action. That means by using this law of mass action, we can explain the effect of concentration on the rate of reaction. Okay, so what is the statement of this law of mass action? So according to this law of mass action, the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the product of concentration of reactants. So what's the meaning of this? To explain the meaning of this statement, let us consider one of the general chemical reaction. AA plus BB gives us two products. Here capital A and capital B are the reactants, and small a is the number of moles of reactant A or the coefficient of reactant A, and small b is the number of moles of reactant B or the coefficient of reactant B. So this A and B combine to form a product. So according to this statement, law of mass action, we are going to write the rate of reaction. That is, rate of a reaction is directly proportional to the product of, that means multiplication of concentration of reactants. Concentration means, so here we are having a reactant A and reactant B, concentration of reactant A into concentration of reactant B. That means we have taken the product of both the concentration of reactants A and B. And we have written small m and small m as the power of concentration of reactants A and B. This small l represents the number of moles of reactant A consumed in the reaction, and small m represents the number of moles of reactant B consumed in the reaction. Okay, so then here L may be equal to small a, that means the number of moles what you have written in here, or may not be equal to small a. Similarly, m may be equal to small b, or may not be equal to small b. Okay, so rate of reaction, according to law of mass action, the rate of a reaction is directly proportional to concentration of A power L into concentration of B power M. So this equation is written according to the statement of law of mass action. Okay, so based on this equation, we can explain the effect of concentration on the rate of reaction. So since the concentration and the rate of reaction are directly related with one another, that means as the concentration of reactants increases, the rate of a reaction also gets increased. Okay. So to remove this proportionality sign, we have to introduce one of the constant called the rate constant. That is, rate of a reaction is equal to K into concentration of A power L and concentration of B power M. So this equation can be taken as the rate expression, or also called as rate equation. So this can also be taken as rate law. Rate law or rate expression or rate equation. So this is nothing but the rate of reaction. Next, so let us go through the rate expression. So what is this rate expression, or what is this rate law, or what is this rate equation? So rate law, to explain the effect of concentration and the rate of reaction, by using the law of mass action, we have written the rate law or a rate equation or a rate expression. So what is this rate law? Rate law is nothing but one of the expression or an equation which is used to express the concentration, the effect of the concentration on the rate of reaction, or we can also say it as, this is the equation which represents the relation between the concentration of reactants and the rate of reaction. That means concentration of reactants and rate of reaction are related by this rate expression. So this is nothing but the rate law. So what is rate law? Rate law is nothing but one of the expression or the equation or the relation which relates the concentration of reactants with the rate of reaction. Okay, so to write this rate law or rate expression, we have to take the mechanism, or we have to study the mechanism of the reaction. So in that mechanism, we have to consider the slowest step. Slowest step. So by using this slowest step, we can write the rate equation. So only rate equation is to be written for a chemical reaction which takes place very slowly. That means we have to select the slowest step in the mechanism of the reaction to write the rate law or rate equation. Okay, so what is the use of this rate law, or what is the use of this rate equation? So this rate equation or rate expression or rate law is to be used to identify the order of reaction. So to calculate the order of a reaction, we need to take the rate equation. So then what is order of reaction? Now we will study the order of reaction. So what is this order of reaction? To study the order of reaction, first we need to write the rate expression. So how these two are related with one another? Okay, let us study now. So what is this order of reaction? So based on this rate law, in this rate expression, so we have to consider concentration of reactants in the right hand side. So in this concentration of reactants, there is some power value, power number. So we have to take the sum of the powers of these concentration terms present in this rate expression. So whatever the sum of the value obtained by taking the sum of the concentration of both the reactants here, that is L plus M, this is nothing but the order of reaction. So what is order of reaction? The sum of the powers of the concentration terms in an experimentally determined rate equation. So this is nothing but the experimentally determined rate equation. No? So according to this equation, what is the value of the order of the reaction obtained? That means we have to take the sum of the powers of these two concentration terms, that is L plus M can be taken as the order of reaction. Okay, so we have taken one of the chemical reaction here. So we will consider one of the reaction AA plus BB gives us to CC plus GT. Here these two are the reactants and these two are the products. Small a is the number of moles of reactant A and small b is the number of moles of reactant B. Okay, so according to law of mass action, experimentally we can write the rate expression. That is, rate of a reaction is equal to K is nothing but the rate constant into concentration of reactant A power X into concentration of reactant B power Y. So what is the value of order of reaction according to this rate expression? Sum of the powers of the concentration terms. So X is nothing but the power of the reactant concentration of reactant A and Y is the power of the concentration of reactant B. So we have to take the sum of these two, that is X plus Y can be taken as the order of this chemical reaction. So what is order of reaction? Order of a reaction can be defined as the sum of the powers of the concentration terms in the rate expression or rate equation. Okay, next we will go for the different types of order of reactions. So what are the different types of order of reactions? So depending upon the number of the order number, we can classify the reactions into different categories. The first one is called a zero order reaction, then a first order reaction, then a second order reaction, third order reaction, or a fraction order reaction, and so on. Okay, so we will study one by one. What is a zero order reaction? And what is a first order reaction? So we will study one by one. So we will go for the first type of order of reaction. It is called the zero order reaction. So what is a zero order reaction? So we know to write the rate of reaction, that is rate of a reaction is equal to K into concentration of reactants. So some power x. So x is nothing but the order of the reaction. So to explain the zero order reaction, this power x should be equal to 0. So if the power is 0, for this it will become k into r power 0 is equal to k into 1 is equal to k. That means anything power 0 can be taken as 1, k into 1 can be taken as k. That means rate of reaction is equal to only k. Here there is no concentration of reactant. Okay, so based on this concept we are going to explain the definition of, we are going to say the definition of a zero order reaction. That means what's the statement of zero order reaction? A reaction in which rate is independent of concentration of reactants. So here there is no concentration of reactant term here in this equation. So since because of the absence of concentration of reactant in this equation, it is called a zero order reaction. How can we define? So a zero order reaction can be defined as a reaction in which the rate is independent of concentration of reactant. So that type of reaction can be taken as a zero order reaction. Then how can we write the rate expression or the rate equation for a zero order reaction? That is, rate of a reaction is equal to k into concentration of reactant power 0. It is called a zero order reaction because the concentration of reactant power is found to be 0 here. It is independent. Anything power 0 can be taken as a 1. 1 into k is nothing but k. So in that expression there is no concentration term like this. Hence it is called a zero order reaction. So what are the examples of zero order reaction? Decomposition of HI. HI and decomposition in presence of gold. That means we have to consider this condition. So only under this condition, in presence of a gold medium, HI undergoes decomposition to produce H2 and I2 by taking 2 moles of HI, and decomposition in presence of gold gives us to H2 and I2. So this is nothing but one of the example for a zero order reaction. So for this reaction, for this example, if we write the rate of a reaction or rate expression, rate of a reaction or rate is equal to k into concentration of HI power 0. Even though 2 moles of reactants are involved in this reaction, but the power of concentration of reactant in the rate expression is found to be 0. So why it is called 0? Because so this reaction involves sequence of different steps, that is mechanism of reaction. So in that mechanism of reaction we have to select the slowest step. In that slowest step there is no HI term. So because of that reason concentration of reactant HI power 0. Since concentration of power 0 is nothing but one of the zero order reaction, hence we can say decomposition of HI on the surface of gold can be taken as a zero order reaction. Similarly, we can also take one more reaction as an example. Decomposition of ammonia on the surface of molybdenum can also be taken as an example for a zero order reaction. Here also, in this reaction, even though there is a presence of 2 moles of the reactant ammonia, so after studying the mechanism and selecting the slowest step, for that slowest step we have to write the rate expression, that is rate is equal to k into concentration of ammonia power 0. So anything power 0 can be taken as 1. So rate of reaction is equal to only k. K into 1 is k. Hence it is one of the zero order reaction because it is independent of concentration of reactants. Okay, so that is nothing but a zero order reaction and the examples of zero order reaction.